Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the language of business, and let's just say this latest filing has a new face joining the party. Today we're diving into a significant update from DIH Holding US Inc. It looks like they've brought in a new director, and while that might sound like a small change, these kinds of moves often signal shifts in strategy or a fresh perspective. We'll break down what this means for the company and what to keep an eye on. So DIH Holding US Inc. is a company that's publicly traded, meaning anyone can buy a piece of it. They filed this report because something newsworthy has happened. This particular filing is an 8K, which is essentially a report for current events. Think of it as a company's way of quickly telling the public about major happenings that aren't necessarily part of their regular financial reports. The most important date here is July 14th, 2025. That's when the main event we're talking about today occurred. DIH Holding US Inc. has two main things people invest in on the stock market. They have their common stock, which is like owning a piece of the company, and they also have warrants, which are like options to buy that stock later at a set price. Both of these are traded on the Nasdaq, a major stock exchange. This tells us they are a fairly established company, not some tiny startup you might never have heard of. Now, here's something interesting. DIH Holding US Inc. has checked the box saying they are emerging growth company. This is a special status for newer public companies that allows them to slow down the adoption of certain accounting rules. It means they get a bit more flexibility as they grow, which can be good for them, but it also means their financial reports might not be directly comparable to older, more established companies right away. The main reason for this filing is what's called Item 502. This section deals with changes in a company's leadership like directors or key officers. So on July 14th, the big news is they appointed a new director, Dennis Strepper, to their board of directors. This new director will serve until the annual meeting of shareholders in 2026, which is fairly standard. What's more noteworthy is that he's being put on several important committees. He'll be on the audit committee, which is in charge of finding and approving new directors and making sure the company is run properly. Being on these committees means he's expected to have a pretty significant role in guiding the company. And let's look at Dennis Strepper's background. He's currently the president of Iotech AMS Inc., which seems to be a company focused on rehabilitation technologies. This suggests he has experience in managing a business, especially one in a specialized technology sector. He also has consulting experience with American Circuits Inc., a company that deals with electronic components. This adds another layer to his experience, showing he understands different aspects of running a business, possibly including manufacturing and partnerships. The company also put out a press release about this appointment. It's good to see they're communicating these changes promptly. This section typically lists all the documents called exhibits that are attached to the filing and provide more detail. Exhibit 99.1 is that press release we just mentioned, giving us more official information about the new director. And Exhibit 104 is for something called an interactive data file. This is usually a structured file that makes it easier for computers to read and analyze the company's financial information. It's a move towards making financial data more accessible and usable for investors and analysts. Finally, the report is signed off by Jason Chen, who is the Chief Executive Officer and Chairman of DIH Holding US Inc. This indicates he's the top executive and is officially confirming the information in this report. Since this filing concerns a board appointment, it makes sense that the CEO would be the one to sign off on it. Now let's talk about what this all means. The appointment of a new director like Dennis Strepper can signal a few things. It could mean the company is looking to bring in specific expertise that they feel is currently missing on the board, perhaps related to technology, operations, or corporate governance, given the committees also means he'll have a direct say in the company's financial oversight and executive pay, which are critical areas for investor confidence. For DIH Holding US Inc., bringing in someone with this kind of experience could be a positive step towards strengthening their board and improving their strategic decision-making as they continue to grow. What's your take on this director appointment and what it might mean for DIH Holding US Inc? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights into the business world. And don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.